On July 25th in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, you could go to the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Conference. And I kid you not, man, you go to this website, the audience is packed.
What do you do here? I'm so intrigued now. Like, just talk about Bigfoot lore? Booth sponsors? Like, who sponsors this? Yeti?
There's a lot of sponsors if you scroll to the bottom, and even better, Jeremy, I don't know if you noticed those headers across the top, but you can submit your own Bigfoot encounter story. And if it's good enough, you can tell it from stage.
Oh, man.
It ain't easy. In fact, it's hard. It's downright tough growing a firm from a solopreneur to a massive team. I often get asked by people, Tyler, who mentored you? And you know what? It shows, because no one did. I made tons of mistakes on the way, learning how to grow my firm from just me to the $1 million firm it is today. And so, when people ask Tyler, do you mentor or coach? I say no one should be subjected to that much of me. But what we did do is bottle up every best practice, tool, resource, template, and walkthrough that we could and package it all into what we're calling the Firm Foundation. Head over to thefirm.foundation to get access to our library of resources, tools, templates, and instructions on how you can scale your firm faster and get all the tools and resources you need to make your team successful and ultimately get yourself out of the business. Head on over as we're releasing out how to do bookkeeping workflows, tax workflows, metrics, fractional CFO, and more. So get on over, Firm Foundation, sign up for our next release, and we can't wait to see you there. Thanks.
Welcome to UnAccountable, the world's okayest accounting game show podcast for product news, updates, and education. I am your roadshow warrior of a host, Tyler Otto, and I'm joined by the fantastic firm owner, Jeremy Van Grohl, though I should have said fantastic father. You were just out roaming the country, supporting your kid at national gymnastics. Dude, how do you do?
Oh, yeah. We were just in lovely West Palm Beach, and he did fantastic. He got silver medal on one event, got fourth on another, seventh nationally. So pretty awesome. Like, he did fantastic and came back to like 50s and rain. Like, perfect. Back in Wisconsin.
Oh, congratulations, man. Happy dad moment.
Well, Roadshow Warrior, you were just in NYC sending me Marco Polo strolling through Central Park. What was that all about?
Yeah, it was Gusto Partner Advisory Council. So they all flew us out, but then it's like, well, I'm going to be in New York, and I was already going to be out a day earlier. So then I swung by Ramp's office and hung out with all my favorite peeps over there. And next thing you know, is just turned into a whirlwind trip of seeing everybody. And yeah, I'm going to head out to Orlando here in like 36 hours. So I'm on planes this week, man.
And then next week is GrowCon.
Yeah, GrowCon right here in Salt Lake. So by the time y'all listen to it, we probably just finished up GrowCon.
Yeah. What? No, it should be before that. We dropped this. It should be the Thursday before that. I hope so. There could be a segment that's alluding to that with our great preparation.
It's gonna be Thursday the 7th, Jeremy.
Oh, shucks. Perfect. All right. Oh, well.
This will be fun.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
like it.
Jeremy, what do we got in the news, man?
Tax preparers. They did an announcement on 990, so the tax form for nonprofits. We've heard some of the things specifically out of Minnesota where some grant mismanagement happened. But yeah, potentially some changes that may focus on government grants, contracts, fiscal sponsorships, fund control, use of funds, more information on that. And I honestly don't like this because nobody at a nonprofit, much less me, understands a 990, what it is. Like, that is not the answer here. Like, it just has to be more like, and preaching to people who probably aren't in my niche, but like, you need to have better operational grant management requirements, like cleaner, clearer, reasonable expectations for reporting to get grant dollars. So I did not like seeing this one.
Yeah, you try to stay away from taxes. That's why you went to nonprofits, and now they're upping the requirements on tax forms for you. They're chasing you, man.
Chasing me, and I'm not that fast, man.
Also in the news, a couple, Facebook relationship statuses just got updated. Ooh. They're going steady. First off, I don't know if you saw, but Ping, right? Everyone's got an AI note taker bot, which Ping was one of the OGs, and it seems like they're trying to evolve more because now every tool has a note-taking bot built in. Notion now offers it. I mean, every single meetings platform has it. Zoom has it. Teams, Google Meet. So now they're shacking up with Anchor, the proposal management system. And the big thing they're touting is, let's say you have a meeting with a client, right? And you're going over their financials and you're going over all the scope of services. And now Ping is going to be able to take the meeting summary and help suggest and craft amendments to the contract for upsell opportunities. So try and get more money out of your clients just by reviewing those meetings, bringing Ping into the mix. Jeremy, love it, hate it, ambivalent, to be decided?
I don't know if, like, I know upselling is always an answer, but there's not a ton of opportunities, I feel like, in our niche for that. Like, we're pretty good on the front end to be like, here's what you're doing. These are really the services you need. But I don't hate it, but I'm just trying to think how much we would utilize that. I don't know.
It's an interesting one. And with everyone opening up their MCP for connections now, it feels like every note taker app is probably, we're going to be able to do this soon if you connect through Claude or Copilot or whatever. So interesting to see how long this stays novel, but also hooking up, going steady. While I was at Gusto, they released their Karbon integration, and they're all announcing now that direct, like, say you've got your month-end workflows and tasks to go in, do payroll, because you're a sucker like Jeremy and you actually do payroll on behalf of your clients.
Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't a pot shot at all.
No.
Well, now you can start marking off tasks and completions in your task management system Karbon directly from Gusto. Now, you're not able to like actually run payroll from Karbon, so it's kind of just like a task manager update, but I don't know. I mean, maybe this is first foot in the door of more and more integrations.
Yeah, and I think like you alluded to last time with the MCP with Double, right, is that tying in with your AI of choice, right? It'd be nice to go out there and like be at least to pull the information with normal English queries and have that available. But you know, it's only around the bend. And if it's not there already, where you can say like, hey, mark off these tasks for me because they're done, right? And then they'll all check it off and you don't have to go back into that software and do it. So yeah, kind of cool stuff coming there.
A little bit of an update. I don't know. What else you got?
Yeah, one more. Just this morning, announced KPMG, one of the big boys, reduction of 10% of their audit staff, or about 100 heads, who, because they didn't have enough volunteers for early retirement packages, that they shed some employees here. So I know a lot of us don't have to deal with the big boys in the auditing, but at least 100 people out there looking for some new gigs in the accounting world.
In the audit space, which, you know, is not always the easiest to rehire. So,
well, and you can't think AI is not in a place to do audits yet.
No.
Like assist with document collection, ask questions. So I'm trying to think.
Raise some red flags, but like you're not going to trust it to spit out a finalized product.
Yeah, no. And who would sign off on that? Yeah, okay. Anyway. Yeah, interesting.
Can I throw one other item on the agenda that I didn't even have here for you?
We might have to eschew my game, so you might as well throw it out there, man.
All right, I got two things for you. One's not on the agenda, though, but I thought this one was interesting, and I'm going to put this under the hot gossip column. But did you see who recently just left Intuit?
I definitely did not see this.
Ted Callahan, head of the account partner channel. So Ted's the guy that's out there, you know, singing Kumbaya for all the accountants. Hey, we're not trying to steal your customers, unlike Super Bowl commercials are saying. You know, Ted's always kind of been the guy that like at conferences show up and people go wild. He's gone. And there's not a lot of explanation I've seen other than just a LinkedIn post that, hey, I'm no longer there. Super curious what that means, but that was kind of like the beacon we look to as to like, hey, you're our guy on the inside.
Okay. Is he related to Big Tom or Tommy Callahan? From Callahan Brake Pads and Auto Parts?
But for now, for your customer's sake, for your daughter's sake, you might want to think about buying a quality product from me. Okay, I'll buy from you. Oh, that's... What?
Oh, you're throwing a Tommy Boy reference at me. Kid you not, had a fat guy in a little coat moment in New York because I'm trying to get ready to pack to go. And, you know, we buy a whole bunch of company swag. I accidentally grabbed my wife's soft shell jacket thinking it was mine in the closet. And when you go outside, and all of a sudden you're fat guy in a little coat in it.
That guy in a little coat.
Good Tommy Boy reference.
Yeah, good call. All right, what do you got for the last one?
Last
I
one.
love some hot goss.
I know. The last one, I'm calling you fat. And Jeremy, I alluded to this, but I don't even think I've told you everything about it. But, dear listener, both of you, coming May 22nd, Friday, we are going to do our first ever UnAccountable fortnightly accounting trivia live. So if you want to hop on for 10 minutes and play a game with us, in whether I'm hosting it in Zooms, Teams, or whatever else, but you're going to be able to play from your phone for a couple of sweet prizes that currently is being sponsored by Double. So, May 22nd.
I don't think I was aware of this. I love this idea.
I told you once before we were going to do it, but I can give you details. But we got it all signed. So if you want to participate, either come follow us on LinkedIn or join our Facebook group. That's probably the only places I'm saying, hey, it's going to go live and come hang with us. But we'd love you to come play.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy. Dare I jump into the first game? And this week, I don't know if you know this, but a couple days after this drops, it's Mother's Day. Have you started prepping at all?
I have not, other than on the plane ride here, I found a wonderful mug that I had to show my youngest that said, everybody makes mistakes the first time. At least you got it right the second time or something. Love your youngest child or whatever it was. But no, I am not prepared at all.
All right. Well, you got a couple weeks to figure something out for Shar. But I wanted to regale you with a little bit of history and tax advice for all the all the ones trying to wish their moms a lovely Mother's Day. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, Jeremy, a little history to start this off. But what year was Mother's Day officially recognized as a U.S. holiday? And I'll give you a 10-year window here.
Okay.
Or plus or minus 10, actually. So that's like a 20 window.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're going to give me a 10-year window? I get it right. I'm going to guess 1955.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. It was 1914. Would you believe it or not?
Wow.
Woodrow
Okay.
Wilson was the president that signed that as a holiday. Now, why we don't get it off work, I don't know. Friggin' banks. Yeah, that's all your people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you forget you're a banker sometimes in your past life?
I don't associate myself with the banking world at all anymore. No, but yeah, it's from humble roots, right?
All right. So then second question, Jeremy.
Yeah. Which
Which came first? Father's Day or Mother's Day? You got a 50-50 here.
It's got to be Mother's Day, right?
Well done. Well done. Any idea when Father's Day was, just out of curiosity, when that became a holiday?
I'm going to give it 30 years after that, so 44.
Ooh, it's even higher.
Oh.
1972. Almost 60 years, which, hey, they got it right. You know, they figured it out. Otherwise, we wouldn't hear the end of it if Father's Day came first.
Well, and it makes sense too. Like I do a lot as a father, but I do not do near the things that mom does. And so, yeah, I think a perfect place for Stewie Griffin maybe there.
Mom! Mommy! Mommy! Mama!
Right? Like they go to mom, they'll walk right past you with a question and be like, hey, dude, can I help you? Where's mom? You're like, all right, she's over there.
Oh, my kids are especially my 5-year-old, the king of, he has a question and he already knows dad's answer. So let's walk around dad, put my back to him and ask mom the question just to see if we get our way.
Yeah, but if you're both in the same place, that's okay. What I don't like is you ask one parent and you don't like the answer and then separately, not in earshot, ask the other parent just to try to get a different answer. And then I'll say something different and then I get in trouble and mom's mad. Oh.
Mama said that. Yeah, give me a water boy right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jeremy, let's start off with a little tax advice then for you. So under section 1504 of the IRS code, what percentage ownership must a parent company, dare I say a mother company to another one, a parent company, hold over a child company to file a consolidated tax return? 100%, 80%, 60%, or 40%?
Oh, I was hoping you're going to give me 51 because I was going to go with that. Let's go say 80. 80.
Well done, sir. Yes. If a parent company owns 80% or more of a child entity, you can do those consolidated tax returns as a disregarded entity and save you a little tax prep fees. I'm not even sure I confidently knew it was 80% before doing this episode. I always just, it's 100% or nothing.
Yeah, and be like another plug for kick.co, right? If you have all those, you just throw them all in that one software, roll it up.
Jeremy, you got to get a sponsorship deal before you start giving that out for free. Don't give it away for free, man. Another question for you, Jeremy. So for all the moms out there, I don't know about you, but tax returns, getting any money back, especially when you see that $2,400 this year, which does not come close to covering the cost of a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But we can also sometimes take the child care expense credit. Now, at what stage in school, age, I don't know what to call it, grade, are you no longer allowed to deduct child care expenses? Is it daycare, preschool, kindergarten, or first grade? When are you no longer allowed to start claiming it as a credit or deduct?
I feel like first grade would make the most sense for me here.
Final answer?
Final answer. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that.
Kindergarten. Yep. So daycare, preschool, but once you get into the public school systems, which offer kindergarten, now it's no longer something you can get that deduction credit for. But fun fact, after school programs, before school programs, summer camps, even at kindergarten, first grade level, all still apply.
But not once the kids are older in first grade. Like even if you are getting summer care for them or in the summer program, that's not
No, summer programs are fair game. No matter what. I think actually, I don't know. Jeremy, we don't have the budget to do research.
The only reason I ask is I'm pretty sure I did that for my kids when they went to summer camps until they were like 10 or something, or 10 or 12. So
do not ask what I've done. Haven't done the research for. I will smack you upside the head.
Mom said not in the head.
Yeah, IRS, please disregard that comment. It wasn't made.
All right, Jeremy, let's hit you with one other parent-mother tax question. But relatively new update. As of 2026, you know our favorite 529 accounts, right? The savings for your kids' college fund, right?
The best stuff, yeah.
In 2026, 529 distributions can now be used starting at what grade level? Is it a master's degree, a freshman year of college, private high schools, or K through 12 tuition?
I'm going to go I think it always would have been higher education. So I'm going to go like high school, like private high schools.
It is now K through 12.
Oh, okay.
New update. I know, learning new things. So, I mean, again, you and I aren't swanky enough to have kids in private school, but, if...
I was just going to say that. Is the auto crew in private or public? There was public.
Technically both. Just for kindergarten year for our youngest, we went with private just because of convenience, timing, all the stuff going down. But no, we're public school after that. Actually, my eldest is in dual immersion, so he does half his day in Spanish only. So it's been fun. He's been doing that since first grade.
As long as you're not, there's probably a loophole here too if you're homeschooling and you're doing that, paying yourself as the teacher institution out of the Advest or the 529. Ugh.
Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, you could do that.
We're teaching them.
But hey, Jeremy, 3 out of 5. I'm proud of you, man. Well done.
Nice.
And Jeremy, with that news, we are already at halftime. Are you ready to double your productivity, double the time back for your personal life, and double your efficiency? Well, then right now, look no further than Double Practice Management System, who is changing the game with their crazy quick implementation and rollout of new AI features every week. That's right, I have been geeking out for weeks now on their new MCP connection that allows me to connect my instance of Double to my favorite AI bot, whether that be Claude, Copilot, or Gemini. I'm now able to manage client tasks, employee reporting, as well as delegating work to my team, all within my favorite AI bot. Head on over to doublehq.com to see all of it in action and get your firm up and humming with all the latest tech and tools. See you there. I wanted to pick a new app today, one that I'm not sure you have played with yet for our app snack. And
this sounds neato.
It is neato.
New
It's
apps are
super
always
neato.
neato.
Dude, we're going to talk about Neeto today. And the reason we bumped into them, so, I mean, you heard me rage a couple weeks ago about Loom. Friggin' price increases when they got bought by Atlassian. And you're trying to figure out the workarounds of sharing credentials. I'm over here trying to figure out, can I go to a cheaper solution? And you know Brian Caldwell. He shows up in all the communities of Bookkeeper Launch and whatnot. And he comes out of nowhere recommending Neeto Record. Now, Neeto Record is a Loom alternative. And Jeremy, first and foremost, you should go pull this up and look at the pricing.
One eternity later.
First thing that stands out here, so Loom is going to $24 a month from $15 a month. I mean, that's already a pretty hefty price increase. What is that, like 60%? Neeto starts out with their free plan at 200 videos a month for free, up to 15 minutes each. Now, if you're starting a company, holy smokes, talk about, you could get going right away with this. But Jeremy, let's say you need the pro plan. You can either pay $5 a month per user or friggin' $30 a year. $30 a year versus Loom, $24 a month, dude.
Yeah, and I looked at this right away, and I was like, 15 minutes isn't going to work for me. But then I saw it was the free plan, and I'm like, oh, you could always do like, hey, see part 2 for this if you have something. And how many of them go over 15 minutes, right? Maybe 5%. You're doing some really integral payroll allocation or something.
And might I throw some of the favorite things I have played with so far about this? One, I love that I can actually white label the domain. So my videos show up at vids.specializedaccounting.com. They don't show up at Loom or at something else. They look like mine with my branding, my logos. Also, unlike Loom, I can, as the admin, manage all my other team videos. So if an employee leaves, I can go into their profile and pull, push, move around, do whatever I want. I don't have to get their login credentials, go in and go move it all. So it helps me keep everything in one place, and you can white label the branding as well. I mean, dude, it is pretty stinking awesome, and only a few features that Loom has so far that I have not seen in there, particularly commenting in the middle of other videos. That's probably about it so far.
See, what would be amazing is if they could do like, bring your Loom videos here, right? If they would have that easy transition to this, like all the historical ones, because that's one concern. And the other one, I believe you said, because we were going to app snack this last time, but you're like, oh, I got a meeting with the CEO tomorrow, so I'm going to wait. How did that go?
So first of all, I think there was confusion because Brian Caldwell said like, oh, you're going to hear from Andy. I believe he's the CEO, blah, blah, blah. And then Andy reaches out to talk. And apparently Andy is the email they use to kick off hi to everyone. And so I ended up talking with Alan. So Alan, not the CEO, but all that being said, going through their product and their vision, their belief is that, hey, there's too many really expensive softwares out there. They do a lot of work with programming and building stuff for Ruby on Rails for big companies. And they started building all these replacement tools as lead magnets to get people into their other system because they're just like, there's no reason these tools should cost this much. So I noticed you saw there's Neeto Record, but they also have Neeto Calendar, which is a Calendly replacement, ridiculously cheap, and Neeto Form, and Neeto something else where I can't even remember, but it's their replacement for Canny. I mean, dare I go down the list? But these guys are building simplified version of Zendesk, of Loom, of Intercom, of Notion, they have an invoicing, a quiz builder, an AI code reviewer. If you go to Neeto.com and you see all this stuff they have just built off to the side, it is impressive, but Neeto Calendar and Neeto Record, solid, cheap replacements for Loom and Calendly.
And just for clarity, 2 E's, Neeto, Neeto.
Yes.
And the one thing, like the Google Forms alternative or Neeto Form, do you think we're in a place for that? Remember when like Google Forms came out like, oh, this is different, and like it's not Word, you can collaborate better and whatever. Now we're at the point where like, oh, Google Forms is big enough, we need an alternative to that now and all that. So like just the progression of our tools.
So the one thing I will say that's cool about Neeto Form is if you're using Neeto Record, you can embed Neeto Forms within the recording to get information, feedback, responses. So if you're doing sales or information gathering while you're sending a video, that's pretty neat.
Can you record records, videos in the forms? I could also see a positive to that is like, hey, here's a form. Click on this video. I would think they got to make that like a whole. Yeah.
Again, don't ask questions where I haven't done all the research. I have not played with Form that much yet, but the calendar and recording is pretty impressive. So if you guys are looking for a Loom alternative or you're just getting started and you want to save a few bucks, I would highly suggest you give these guys a look.
All right, so we debriefed here and realized Jeremy had the calendar totally backwards, and while he was creating this segment in Florida between gymnastic events, got the timing wrong, and it was all about like teasing into GrowCon. But by the time this drops, GrowCon's going to be done, and I will be home again already from the wonderful state of Utah. So if we're a little short, it's my fault, my bad. That's on me, dog. I'm sorry.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Yeah, it's a good thing I got my looks. Oy.
Well, you know what then? We'll just take the time and we'll go right into Fast Figures.
Welcome to Fast Figures. 10 questions, 1 minute-ish. All answers are numbers. The game starts now.
Okay, Jeremy. Conference season is coming up. We're going to be in a lot of places. You and I both, all our favorite vendors, our friends. So I wanted to dedicate an entire Fast Figures to conference season. Now, you know me. I love to make sure there's accounting merit-based questions in Fast Figures. Today, there is not. We are quizzing you entirely on cities of upcoming conferences.
Okay.
Do you feel confident in this?
I'm going to put on my 8th grade geography, U.S. geography hat. I think I'm going to do okay.
All right. Minute on the clock. Here we go. How many theme parks are officially part of Walt Disney World Resort?
4.
The famous NASCAR race in Charlotte, North Carolina's 1.5 mile motor speedway. How many laps are there in the Coca-Cola 600?
Oh, I can't do math that fast. 450.
According to many experts on the topic, how tall is Bigfoot within 1 foot?
8 feet tall.
Within 5, how many museums are located within San Diego's Balboa Park?
5.
How many gigawatts of power was required to fuel the DeLorean in Back to the Future?
1.8. 1.8. I'm gonna say.
In Chicago, how many floors does the iconic Willis Tower have within 10? Plus or minus 10.
110.
How long is the Las Vegas Strip within 1 mile?
Oh God, it feels like so long when you're walking on it. I'm gonna go 4 miles.
At what altitude above sea level is the famous stadium where the Broncos play?
Feet?
Sure.
5,260.
Within 25%, what is the circumference of the Earth?
God. 3,000. Let's go 15,000 miles.
And last question, what is the iconic name for the government base where UFOs are housed?
Oh, area 40, 57, 51. Area 51. Oh, at least I got that last one. Man.
All right.
Go
Jeremy, well done,
grade.
sir. How you feeling?
Again, I'm going to have to get that 8th grade U.S. geography book out, man.
All right. Let's recap and go through them. Question number 1, Jeremy. How many theme parks are officially part of Disney World Resort? You said 4. The correct answer, 4, Jeremy. Can you name them for a bonus point?
I thought I said 5, but I'm gonna need all the points I can get here. So we're gonna Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom.
Well done, sir.
And then, but like they try to put, that's why I said 5 is I thought you were trying to trick me. They try to put that water park one in too, like it's a separate one. It's like a water park thing there too. Anyway, go on.
Again, lack of research, Jeremy. We're
Yeah,
really here to talk about scaling new heights. June
Yeah.
14th to 17th in Orlando. You and I are going to be there, and dare I say, have our biggest moment so far in accounting, gracing the main stage on 4 p.m. Monday.
Are you sure you're invited to that? Because last yes. Oh yeah, main stage there, and like we're trying to like push the envelope with shenanigans as much as the Woodard Group will let us, but gonna be super fun. Like be there.
So there will be prizes, and to what you all are, what Jeremy was alluding to there, when they officially put us on the website, he was Jeremy Van Knoll. They eventually fixed it, but then Jason Stats got put in my place. So, I mean, that's a definite upgrade, Jeremy.
Yeah, it could be me and Jason. But as I said to a friend, like if you're getting mixed up with Jason Stats already, that's a pretty solid move. Like I'd be okay with that. Like,
That's a fair point. I'll take
Could be
it.
worse.
Listeners, come play along because we're doing prizes. Gusto is sponsoring the event. You will be able to play along from your cell phone. Jeremy will be in charge of keeping scores and updating where everyone's at in the audience. So best of luck to you.
Might be a little hairy, but no, either way, you're going to come out and have fun for sure.
Question 2, Jeremy. The famous NASCAR race in North Carolina, the Coca-Cola 600, how many laps around that 1.5 mile track? You said 450. I was originally just going to say like how many laps in the Coca-Cola 600 to bait you into saying 600. But I'm like, I'll give him the mileage of 1.5 to see how he does. 400 laps, Jeremy, was what we were looking for. And that is going to be the home this year, Charlotte, of Randy Crabtree's Bridging the Gap Conference, July 28th and 30th. Now, real quick, to give everyone a little bit of insight, Scaling New Heights, their focus this year is Strange New World. They're talking heavily about the impact of AI in our space and what everything's transforming. Bridging the Gap, Randy focuses heavily on mental health, lack of burnout. How do we keep enjoying this profession? Like, I mean, you know Randy.
Yeah, and culture, right? Like building that culture that you want to wake up in the morning and be proud of and go to show up to the firm that you built. And if you haven't listened to our talk with Randy, I don't remember what episode it is. We can drop it in the show notes. But yeah, like just so aligned, I feel like personally aligned with him on how to go about actually caring for your employees and just building a positive culture with your firm.
I'm super excited for his because I think every conference is going to be, look at us talk about AI. And Randy's going to be like, yeah, we still care about the people. He was really big on what does collaborating look like this year? What does partnerships look like? What does personal development look like? So kudos to him. I'm pretty dang pumped for that one.
Yeah, and I think that's the one thing that you don't hear from other people near enough is like, what partnerships can you bring, right? Like, I don't want to do taxes, so I found my friend Kirsten who loves doing taxes to do that. Like, how can you find things where it's like, no, I can't do that, but find a really good partner that you're still giving A+ client experience with a different firm or two, if it's something, right? Yeah.
Oh, you hit the nail on the head. All right, Jeremy, next question. According to many experts on the topic, how tall is Bigfoot within 1 foot? You correctly said 8. I mean, again, I could find numbers supporting everything. Most sites said 7 to 8 feet. But Jeremy, I bring this up because on July 25th in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, you could go to the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Conference. And I kid you not, man, you go to this website, the audience is packed.
Yeah, dude, this sounds fantastic. What do you do here? I'm so intrigued now. Like, just talk about Bigfoot lore, booth sponsors. Like, who sponsors this? Yeti?
There's a lot of sponsors if you scroll to the bottom, and even better, Jeremy, I don't know if you noticed those headers across the top, but you can submit your own Bigfoot encounter story. And if it's good enough, you can tell it from stage.
Oh, man. This would be just a cool place just to hang out if you had nothing better to do that weekend or week or whatever, and just be like, I just want to see what comes out of this, right?
I think this is one of those festivals that when we're older and the kids are out of the house and I say, hey, babe, I'm going to surprise us with a trip. Just hop on the plane. We're going somewhere fun. And then, yeah, she'll have that moment of what have you done the moment we pull up. It'll be amazing. And that's the moment I pull out my own Bigfoot costume I just ordered on Amazon to go walk around, and I'll hold hands with her. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to be a fly on the wall when she shows up there. Be like, oh God, lovely. Yeah.
Next up, Jeremy, within 5, how many museums are located within Balboa Park in San Diego? You said 5. I'm sorry, Jeremy. 18 museums within Balboa Park. It's a cool park. I bring this one up because May 19th through 20th, Firm Growth Forum hosted by Accounting Today is going down. And this one is super unique. This will actually be the 3rd year I've been there. I'm pretty pumped about this one because also they don't usually focus on AI. They focus on how do you structure firms, acquisitions, partnerships. Like, this is almost like you go there and you and I are the little guys in the room trying to learn from the big corporate firms, but yet there's still plenty applicable for you and I on how to get to that bigger level. A lot more dinosaurs in the room, older firms that move slow, but also they've been around a while. They've seen a lot.
Yeah, and there's so many of these like I really want to go to, just not enough time in the day, man. Like, wow.
Next question, Jeremy. How many gigawatts of power was required to fuel the DeLorean in Back to the Future? You said 1.8.
1.21 gigawatts!
1.21.
Oh, I knew it was 1 point something.
Yes, 1.21. But this one I'm most excited about, Jeremy, because what are you doing in December 3rd through 6th?
Trying to stay warm in Wisconsin. What is there a
Back
Back to the
you could
Future
go to
conference?
balmy Chicago, where you and I could attend the Bark to the Future Midwest Fur Fest. Yes, a furry convention for over 17,000 attendees in Chicago this year, themed Bark to the Future. Jeremy, I'm sure we'll see you there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love all the furry animals. I just don't want to be responsible for one. So going to a place where I can visit that many probably that'll be hanging out there sounds fantastic.
Yeah, a furry fair festival sounds a little bit terrifying for me. If those of you that don't know what we're talking about, have fun Googling that and having IT department call you later. So we look forward to your stories around that.
Be careful and how you on the results that may result.
Next question, Jeremy. In Chicago, how many floors does the iconic Sears Tower or Willis Tower have? I gave you a window, but you didn't even friggin' need it, man. 110 exactly. You knew that one right off the top of your head.
I did. When we were in Sydney, we went up to whatever Sky Tower thing that they have there. And then we like over dinner, we're like, well, how does this compare to the other ones? And I was pretty sure on that one. I feel good about that.
Sir.
Yeah.
And going on in Chicago this year, July 7th through 9th, did you know the IRS hosts their own conferences? The IRS Nationwide Tax Forum is going down, which looks to be heavily attended, like bigger than some of the conferences you and I are going to.
That sounds like the last place I would want to be is at an IRS conference.
You don't want to go to a party planned by the IRS?
Man, is this what our tax dollars are doing? Like, it's got to be covered by tax. Okay.
Yeah. Or, attendee registrations,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you could find some excellent fax machine vendors there in the vendor hall,
Right. And like, how do you auto respond? We need 90 more days to review this. Like, oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you'll love it. Next up, Jeremy, how many miles long is the Las Vegas Strip within 1 mile? You said 4. The answer is 4.2. Well done.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And coming up here soon, also in the next couple of months, June 8th through 11th is AICPA Engage. A lot of where the big kids go, a lot of people with those fancy credentials after their name that you and I don't have. Looking at the guest list, and we're just looking at the agenda, it almost looks like they just took Intuit Connect 2 years ago and repeated it. Like, hosted in the Aria for 3 days, Ryan Reynolds as the main stage event speaker. This feels familiar.
Yeah, it does feel familiar. Interesting. Yeah, I'm still like, we just had an RFP get sent to us by a Wisconsin grantor Like they're not just like getting grants; they're the ones that actually work with it and get the state dollars and send it out. And like the third line in it, like you must be a CPA based firm to do this. And I'm like, all the other stuff is like right in our, like everything they want. Like we're really good at this. And so I went back and I'm like, we're really good at this, but we don't do CPAs. No, that's a requirement. Like fine, whatever. Get some crappy CPA to charge you twice what we're going to charge. Oh, yeah.
Well, as you know, I'm working towards actually going to be able to sit for mine this year, but there's been a couple instances where people have posted on LinkedIn about their amazing CPA, Tyler. And it's just like, do I publicly go to your post and be like, not a CPA, or do I just let that slide until someone comes to talk to me? Yeah, I'm going to let that one slide for now.
I would let that slide too. Yep.
I did these out of order earlier because apparently I forgot to save or something. So I made that last question up on a fly. But regardless, what is the name of the government facility known for housing UFOs? You correctly said Area 51. And even though not in Nevada like Area 51, you can attend the annual UFO conference, the 2026 Ozark Mountain UFO Conference. Bad news though, Jeremy, you missed it this year. It was in early April. We're going to have to wait till next year to go. I mean, these guys are getting greedy because first of all, their poster graphics are wonderful with UFOs, but they're also getting Bigfoot on their logo and like, they're just getting greedy, man.
Oh, anything of the supernatural. That's another one where if I was bored, that would just be cool to just sit at and people watch and just see what's out there, right? I would totally attend that.
Next year, man. All right, we'll make the rounds. 2 more, Jeremy. At what altitude above sea level is the famous stadium where the Denver Broncos play? Jeremy, how much of a stickler do you like to be in answers?
Is it because it's Mile High Stadium. It's now
correct.
like Empower Field at Mile High Stadium because they all have to be. Yeah. Oh, I know my NFL, man. I said 552.60. Is it 52.80 feet? Is it a mile?
I'm gonna give it to you because you knew where I was going. It's Mile High. It's 52.80. But yes, Denver Broncos play at Mile High Field, also the home this year of ZeroCon, August 19th through 20th. I mean, probably the second or third most attended accounting conference by numbers that I can tell outside of Intuit Connect. It looks like it's fighting with Scaling New Heights and AICPA Engage for the most attendance. I mean, yeah, if you're tired of the big green monster, dare I argue, this is the home for you.
We gotta go to these, man. Just like we talked about. Like, first of all, Zero puts on a great booth and a great experience. I was at Scaling last year, right, where they just had like racing games and just like the most welcoming people and engaging reps out there. We're gonna have to, like, when I have kids in college and we still somehow are doing this gig, we're gonna have to make time for this and head to that one and check out the Zero crowd.
Are we still gonna room together though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Right, we're still gonna be losing money on this. It's fine.
All right, Jeremy. And last question. Within 25%, what is the circumference of the Earth? 24,901 miles or 40,075 kilometers. But Jeremy, that need not apply to you because this October 11th in the Netherlands, you could go to Flat Earth Conference number 4, where you can learn all about dome theories and the protective ice walls. Jeremy, you could learn it all this year with a quick trip this October.
Being very Dutch, I consider the Netherlands motherland. So definitely want to make it out there. But like the premise of this one is that the Earth is still flat?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't with that. Like, I would not enjoy that. So many times I'd be like...
So wait, you'll go to the furry festival, you'll go to Bigfoot, UFOs, but you draw the line at Flat Earth.
There's a chance the other stuff may happen or exist, right? I don't believe in it, right? I feel like there would be...
UFOs do exist. There have been plenty of things we looked at and said, we don't know how to identify it. So,
and I also believe just based on how big the galaxy and stuff is, there is a good chance something's out there, right? There's
I'm
some
actually
other
team math with you on that. Statistics, yeah.
Yeah, statistics, absolutely. But like the flat Earth thing, I think we have enough science at this point that the whole time I'd be like, really? Yeah. No, I can't do it.
By the way, just so no one goes, both our listeners are like, hey, Tyler and Jeremy are crazy. To clarify my point, I think aliens exist. I don't think they've ever been here, but I think mathematically there is something else out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Hail Mary Project was a great option. Like maybe
I still haven't
Rocky's up
seen
there.
it or read it.
Oh,
I
so
know.
good.
I
I'm
know.
told I should read it. That takes
No
a while.
spoilers.
Yeah,
No
no
spoilers.
spoilers.
Jeremy
Okay,
Van Grohl, 6 out of 10 on conference season. And
That's
I
not
hope to see you at least at 6 of 10 of these conferences.
As long as the Netherlands one is the one. Yeah, I love this. All right, and with that, we're to our winner of the week. This one just came out that I don't remember, the federal government is reclassifying medical marijuana now, that it is a drug with potential medical benefits and less potential for harm. So it was previously, and I may get these types wrong, I think it was a type 1 and now it's a type 3 or the other way around, but it was like lumped in with like heroin and cocaine and all these other things. And now it's lumped in with like Tylenol with codeine and things like that could have medical advantages or uses for it, right? So we know this is a niche, right? Some people just niche in marijuana, right? And it's not legal yet, but like seems like there's a little more leeway with the federal government now. If you're getting into the devil's lettuce or what else were the acronyms I liked here? The jazz cabbage, electric spinach, the giggle bush. That's your alley. Feel like it's getting a little more mainstream.
But that's the thing too. I mean, to your point, right? Niches, like you and I niche, other people niche it. And this makes me wonder, like the biggest thing that people have always said no to taking on the accounting for dispensaries is the cash requirements, right? A lot of banks won't work with them and the tracking of cash and all that. I mean, does eventually the banking industry loosen their restrictions with this downgrade?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a step there, and like, who's going to be the first bank to do it or try to do it, right? I think like that'll be the test, because there'll be all sorts of legal battles and regulatory battles and things like that some banks going to really want to think like, where's my ROI if we really go after this? But if we crack the nut first, then how much of these deposits and things do you get? Crazy.
That's a fair point. And for the loser of the week.
So, yeah, I don't know if you saw this one, but just shady, where a congresswoman, and I'm gonna butcher the name probably, I think it's Ilhan Omar, had a ridiculous reclassification of her wealth. She is a congresswoman out of Minnesota. Minnesota's not on the best track record right now.
Nope.
But her net worth jumped. She reported her net worth between $6 million and $30 million, and then amended her disclosure just weeks ago, now valuing her husband's 2 companies as none, and their combined net worth are between $18,000 and $95,000.
That's quite the adjustment. I mean, first of all, when are we ever allowed to give ranges where the low is 1/5 of the high?
Right.
Right? Like, hey, Jeremy, your bonus this year is going to be anywhere from $200 to $1,000. Like that's $2,000, $10,000. That's a big swing. It's a big swing. By the way, we're not getting bonuses on Unaccountable. But second of all, who would ever think you wouldn't get scrutinized for this?
Yeah, and their spokesperson said that it was a discrepancy due to an accounting error, and revisions show that not a multimillionaire and even has student loan debt. And we're like, so are you that out of touch with your first personal finances, or things that like they have staff, right? Or things that staff are putting out in the world for you? Oh, that's a bad look, man. Ugh.
Yeah. But of course, always blame the accountants, right? It was an accounting error.
It's always an accounting error.
Well, Jeremy, that is all the time we have for this week. As a reminder for everyone, again, May 22nd, come join our Facebook group. Follow us on LinkedIn. We'll post it out there. But Noon Mountain on May 22nd, the first of many Unaccountable's fortnightly accounting trivia. UFAT is the acronym we're going with, Jeremy. So come join us then. Otherwise, dude, make like a plane and we should take off. Later.
Are you a solo bookkeeper owner or just starting to build your team? Then you need to check out our friends at bookkeepers.com. I know what you're thinking. Jeremy, you and Tyler went through this program and you guys are inept at best, but thousands of students have gone through there and actually created fantastic firms and the freedom that they've been looking for in their lives. So, a couple options that they have out there right now: the Digital Bookkeepers Association, low price. Not only does this let you learn or teach you how to scale your business, especially if you're hiring for the first time, they have bi-weekly experts come in and lead all sorts of topics with questions that you have out there. The other thing I love about this is that they have a directory of other members here where if they're not in your niche, you send them to this directory and they can find a quality accountant to work with them or bookkeeper. Other one, they are just started the AI bookkeeping membership, right? And I know AI's out there, but how do we start? This is the place to go, right? Give you the foundations, think about workflows, using AI tools, the training, again, recorded and live trainings, a private community where you can ask these questions. And as we've said so many times on the show, it's the community that gets you ahead faster. So please, if you're at that point, solopreneurs looking to grow your business, check out our friends at bookkeeper.com or email them at success@bookkeepers.com.